Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hello everyone. We welcome you to another interesting episode of How to Ace the Hackathon. They say the knowledge is not limited or restricted to books itself. Sometimes first-hand experience teach you more than anything else. Today we have another winner and alumni of SIH 2022, Mr. Vaibhav with us, who will take his time out to guide you to this wonderful experience of Smart India Hackathon. Without wasting much time, let's welcome Vaibhav with us. Hi Vaibhav, how are you?
Hello, sir. First of all, thanks for inviting me and such a warm welcome. So, I'll start with my introduction.
Yeah.
So, my name is Babu Shikhar Singh and I'm from Amity University, Lucknow. And I am winner of the past year's Smart India Hackathon. And we took the problem statement proposed by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So the problem statement was to develop the next generation Aadhaar enrollment and upgrade chaos. So
yeah,
this was our
I think you already spoke much about what exactly was your problem statement and how did you select it. But before moving further, I want to understand when you first saw the problem statement, what was one thing that enticed you and you thought this is the problem statement? How the understanding of your problem statement went through?
Okay, so actually this is very important. Like selecting the problem statement among lots of problem statements is very difficult. But first you have to go through a lot of them. But this particular problem statement like enlightened us because this was touching the ground. It was a serious major problem, and we thought of developing this sort of idea or going into this sort of idea would be like not only benefit us for the hackathon, but if it gets implemented, then it is good for the general public. So this was a sort of motivation for selecting this idea, and that's why we went for it.
Great. What is the one thing, because this is the first phase where people actually come face to face with Smart India Hackathon. So, what is a key pointer that one should remember or a team member should remember while opting out for a problem statement? What do you think about it?
So, while selecting the problem statement, the most important factor is that whether you and your team knows that whether you will be able to do this problem statement, or is this idea doable that you are thinking. Sometimes some teams make a mistake of choosing the problem statement that are way beyond their reach level. So, and they think that in the later stages of the competition, they might be able to research the problem out, but this doesn't generally work out. So, my key suggestion would be to analyze your team first of all. What are your strengths? Focus on your strengths. Then find that sort of idea that you are comfortable in making it into a practical prototype. Because at the end, that is what that matters the most on choosing the problem statement.
Right. Very rightly said. Prepping up before a marathon is very much important rather than thinking about what to do while during the marathon is happening. So very well said. Vaibhav, I want to have an understanding that after you chose the problem statement, was it a mutual, call of the entire team, or as a team leader you chose a problem statement and then you thought of further discussing with your team or peers what was about it? Because these first timers who are coming for this competition, of course, they will have some similar challenges. So if you can highlight a little bit about it.
Okay. So let me guys tell you, I was also a first timer last year, but this is a very good question actually. Actually, we struggled a lot previous year because some of my teammates were like going for a particular idea which they like. But to answer this question correctly, you should never go with one person's perspective, or if you are the team leader, then it's your role. It's a big role for you to decide what's good for the team and to go with that problem statement, which like enriches all the aspects and all the like people in your team. It would be better also because in the later stages of the competition there are some conflicts. You will definitely encounter some conflicts, and if that idea is the brainchild of a single person, then seriously, I think you can't pull it off it that easily. So choosing the problem statement should be a team decision and not a single person decision. And the responsibility of the team leader is to ensure that it is not going to be a single person's decision. You should thoroughly discuss it and then choose it.
Right, right. Because it is a long journey. Smart India Hackathon is a long journey, and you know, having conflicts in between would cause a trouble in further taking your prototype to the next level. Well said. Vaibhav, tell me now, did you guys have a mentor as well in your team? And if yes, what was the role? I mean, how important do you think a mentor should be? Because at the end of the day, that would be a really senior person who will be guiding the entire team along with the team leader. So tell me something about it.
Okay, so actually we were having mentors, but they were not directly involved in making the idea. But I kept them as a mentor who will give me suggestions. Like it helped me during the competition when I went into the nodal center and the evaluator asked me that is your prototype able to? It was a like a technical thing that are you guys able to do this? Then we were all clueless at that point. So I called my mentor, and she actually gave me some pretty good thoughts to run through my mind. And when the second evaluation came and the evaluator came, then I was kind of ready that yes, I have your answers and I have figured it out. So being a mentor is getting a mentor is actually very good, and you should definitely consider having one because you never know at what stage and at what turns how the competition turns and where you need them.
Exactly. This brings me to another interesting point of this entire hackathon. Uh, what is the mindset according to you those evaluators come with while they are evaluating your ideas? What are the exact things they are, I mean, what exactly are they looking out in your prototype? If you can help, I think these people can certainly implement, or try to implement something like that during the evaluation round. So what is exactly the mindset of an evaluator while he or she is evaluating?
First of all, before going to the hackathon, we usually get that sort of timetable. So in that timetable, we have like 4 evaluations, and you should think of these evaluations as like a sort of feedback loop, like in which you take feedback from the first evaluation and you try to implement it in second, then in third, and in the final evaluation, you must be complete with the idea that you are started with, or like the prototype that is going to win you the competition. And what do evaluators think? The one thing that I noticed that the evaluators always come in mind, that is your idea practical, or the most important thing is that does your idea have a business perspective? Like is your idea practical to get into the market? Is it like that good? Should can it be scalable? And is it technologically feasible? Isn't it too costly? So these are some of the key factors that they judge beforehand. Before even looking at what you have done, they judge that the solution that you thought of this problem statement, is it too costly, or is it like manageable and we can do it, because it's a national level hackathon, and like having that business perspective is actually really necessary,
Makes sense.
because otherwise you have just a solution to a problem that no, that can't be solved yet again.
Right.
So that's my
Right,
opinion.
right. Taken into consideration that yes, the idea should be practical, where exactly your prototype is fulfilling the need of the problem statement creator. Otherwise, it just remains a solution, non-implementable. So let's, from the technical perspective, let's come on to the lighter note. How was the entire experience for you from, you being shortlisted as one of the finalists for the grand finale till the nodal center, and how is it those 36 hours, if you want to describe, apart from the evaluation and mentoring and all, what is those 36 hours like, if you want to give that understanding to the first timers? How is it?
Uh, First of all, you should definitely go for Smart India Hackathon or such kind of national level hackathons that are organized by AICT, or any sort of event that is organized by AICTs. It like it's a it They always give you something that that sets with you for your life. Like that kind of things, that kind of experience you get from these sort of competitions and like events. And coming to Smart India Hackathon, it was a roller coaster, right? We were actually our college last year. Our college gone for the first time for this Smart India Hackathon, and there are only two teams selected from the from our college. And right from the start, like making the PPT and all, we were not actually sure that we will get selected. But as soon as we get selected, we were like happily rejoiced. But then again, the responsibilities try to settle it. Okay, now we have to get serious and do it. And what can I say? Going to the nodal center and that 36 hours is like a roller coaster, like a roller coaster of emotions. Actually, you go in, you face a lot of challenges. You work on solutions, you work with your teammates. There are at times come when your team is actually not working well. Then you have to get through there and manage the team and also look at what other people are doing, or how can you make your idea better. That brainstorming and that 36 hours actually seem like a lot, but it actually goes in a flew. And there are a lot of events in between that you would definitely enjoy, and it is full. It is full of what can I say, excitement and brainstorming and a happy sad kind of moment that you all go through. But at the end, if you like really pull it off, whether you win it or not, that's the second thing. But when you really put it off after the 36 hours, there is a sense of relief and like sense of proudness and sense of doing, that you have actually thought of something. You came all the way here from north to south. Like in our case, we are from Lucknow and we have gone all south in Hyderabad, Telangana, and with a train. So
Right.
it's all of a part of experience that you get, and you should definitely go with it. And my best wishes, if you win it, then it's again a lot of more emotions, because then you are open to a lot of more opportunities like,
Right.
that are organized by AICT, mentioning some of them, the Singapore India Hackathon, and one recently the some boot camps like ID boot camp that was organized recently, and then you get a lot of exposure. Like it's so good, I can't even explain it in real words, but I must say, go for it, crack it, and do it.
I'm sure you got these participants really excited now for this Smart India Hackathon initiative, and I'm sure you missed those midnight dance sessions also to cheer you guys up during the grand finale. So yeah, to conclude it, Vaibhav, I would like to understand as a first timer a couple of tricks and tips that one should remember for winning this hackathon, in terms of if you want to give any tips or tricks to these people. And secondly, at the funnier note, it's okay, but on a serious note, what will be a one big lesson that you've learned during this event? So these are the two things that we'll conclude with. Over to you, Vaibhav.
Okay, so coming to the tips and tricks parts, if you are in the PPT making stage, always my number one tip would be to stick with the format. Never like change the format. Don't add too much slides, or like if you need, if you're thinking like, okay, my idea is not fitting in two slides, make it fit in two slides. Don't change, don't alter the format. Secondly, present your idea in the concise format. Never repeat anything. This is for the PPT part. And coming to if you get selected for the second round and you have to go to the nodal center, some things that you have to keep in your mind at the nodal center is first of all, work on your idea closely. Like don't share your idea with the teams that are around you, because they are also your competition, and sometimes some like features of your idea may you think in the starting that are unique to you, but at the later stages of, as I mentioned earlier, it's a feedback loop. So in the later stages of the 36 hours, they might get distributed, and you can see those ideas working in some other teams idea also. So always stick to your plan, and always think of like how could you separate yourself from the other teams. And this is I think is the most important tips that I can give you. And lastly, coming to the answer to the second part would be that the learning is that personal development that you get from the competition. You find some qualities that you don't think are inside you. Like in my case, I found a leader inside me, and I was not pretty sure in the starting of the competition that I could do such kind of stuff and pull it out. but it's all literally about the experiences that you get and how it molds you at personal level, and the whole team also get benefited from it, because this is sort of competition that also helps you in later stages of your graduation. Some of my friends got jobs based on saying that they have won Smart India Hackathon. So you should take it pretty seriously, and it really is a very big competition, and you should definitely learn to it and try to pull it off very nicely. And that's all from my side.
Sure.
Thank
So
you.
we have very well summarized, and I think you got the entire story in a small nutshell, which will definitely benefit these first timers coming up. Especially the job thing where people are more excited about. Jokes apart, yes, they do benefit in your resume as well. So yeah, that was pretty much from your side. Thank you very much, Vaibhav. It was great talking to you as always, and all the very best for all the future endeavors that you have. Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you for joining us, and have a good life.
Thank you, sir.
So folks, that was Vaibhav for you. I hope it was pretty much insightful for you and for the projects that you're making for Smart India Hackathon 2023. Put your minds up for the game, learn from wherever you can, and stay tuned for such more interesting videos to get the tips and tricks how to crack this hackathon. Till that time, have a good day and a good life. See you.